back together. Then we'd go to another clinic, somebody else would tell us what was wrong with it. We'd tear it apart again, put it back together. Over and over and over. And these kids have turned something into just some words on a page into something that's truly magical. And I'm very excited for you to see it. We go to contests in 2 weeks. Okay, that means we have several rehearsals left to do. This is not a final project. So, we may or may not be under time today. We'll see. We're not even trying to strike that. Because that set is going to take some doing. But let me explain UIL for those of you who don't understand. There are lots and lots of rules. Lots and lots of rules. Like the rule book's about this thick, of what you can do and what you can't do. What scripts you can use and what scripts you can't use. What you can say on stage and what you can't say on stage. There are all kinds of rules. But the biggest ones are time. You have 7 minutes to set up, which means we will start with blank stage, and we will get to here. And then we have 40 minutes to do the show. If you go over by 1 second, you're disqualified. And then you have 7 minutes to strike. And then again, if you go over at all, you get disqualified. So nobody wants to get disqualified. Today, we are going to cross our fingers and pray a little bit and hope that this show is under 40 minutes. Yesterday, it was 40 minutes and 38 seconds. We shall see. So, like I said, this is a project of passion and power, and it's about women dealing with abuse. So if you're triggered by such things, just be aware of that, and don't think that you're offending anybody. We need to step away. We understand. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
We will advance.
It's been a year since I died, and still no one has found me. The most wonderful thing about being dead? The exoneration. Right up until my death, I believed that all the things he told me were true. That I was full of sin. That I had seduced him. And I would go to hell. For weeks I truly believed I was going mad. But the moment he bashed my brains out, I realized I was not mad. I had been tricked. They do not know I'm dead. And I like that. I am not a murder victim. I am just a woman could tell you that story. But I don't want to. Yet, instead, I could show you who I really was. Before. The story begins where it ends. With little girls playing with fire. I was 10, working at a vicarage in a nearby village. Each morning I walked to Layham through the woods. Until one day, when I came across a girl about my age. What are you doing?
Starting a fire?
Why? Don't you know how to do it?
Yesterday I did wrong.
You have to do it firmly, and then you breathe like this.
I know that!
Oh, Sarah, stop it! I wasn't meaning that.
Oh, do not worry, strange girl. I shall stand in front and protect you from their villainy.
We're starting a fire! Lucy Bannon.
You're the Constable Ballon's niece, ain't you? So am I. I can't help it. Your uncle had my father thrown into the gown because you reported things wrong. If you hurt me, God will see. Do whatever you want. I shall suffer in silence. No, my father. He's a right hand here. I'm saying this for you. Oh, Mother don't like me to indulge as a god. Why don't God like ribbons? I'm not exactly sure.
Lucy, would you like to join our club?
Mariah! What club?
It's called the Hazard Club, where we do strange and dangerous things. Phoebe, swallowed a frog once. Nothing like that. There's a Hazard Club in London where men have adventures. I heard them talking about it in the vicarage where I work. The vicar said there was meat and whoring.
What is whoring? It's when men show hooray lots of times! We've tried it, and it's not strange to swallow a frog. Why do you want me to join? Yeah, Mariah, why do you want her to join?
Because you're brave. And that's important.
Am I?
Is she? She is. And that's going to be your special skill. Phoebe's is eating things. Sarah's, hers is hitting the boys. And Teresa's is holding her breath for a really long time. Okay, what's yours? Words.
She can read properly every single word you ever saw.
The vicar's wife instructed me in literature and elocution.
That's why she sounds so la-di-da.
Lucy, would you like to join our club?
Yes, please.
Great. Oh, let's have a vote. Who else votes for brave Lucy? The Hazard Club! That was the year my mother died.
Mariah, I'm sorry about your ma. What does it feel like? A bit of a relief, I expect. Sorry, probably not.
Father hasn't spoken for a whole day. He just sits there. What happened? She died in the night. He woke up and there she was. Will you keep working at the vicarage? No. I'm coming home to look after the baby. I was a 10-year-old mother. Up before dawn, getting the house ready all day long until Father came home. until one day when I came home from church. Hi! And there was someone waiting for me in the kitchen. Who are you? Who happened you here?
I never dreamed of you coming back so fast. I wanted everything to be perfect when you got back.
If you have come to take tea with my father, you are extremely welcome, but you must not make it. That's my job.
I love you. He said I would. Mariah Marten, I am your mother.
No. She died about a year ago.
I have come to take care of your beautiful, innocent soul. I need to be your father's new wife.
I need to go talk to my father.
Look. It's all right. When you imagine a new mother, I don't suppose you thought of a little scrag like me. I might be useful though. The thing is, if you tell your pa you don't like me, we'll go up to law. He annoys you that much. But I'd like to stay. I heard how much you do for him. It might be nice for someone to do it for you.
All right.
All right. You mean it?
Yes.
Oh, this is the happiest day of my life.
Welcome to our home, man. These were the happy years when summer meant running up to the top of the lane to meet my friends for wild and secret activities with the hazard. No. Oh, stairs. Oh, that We've got to walk backwards. Why? Tommy's put a curse on all the post-it. If you walk forwards, you drop dead. I have to tell you in case you didn't know. I fell a few times coming over, but I didn't care because I had to tell you. Phoebe Stone, you are the best friend in the whole world. The club was banned by our parents when Sarah had kissed a boy for a dare, found she liked it, and discovered she was going to have his baby. In short, rather to our surprise, we suddenly discovered we were women. Oh, God, life, this baby's obsessed. Don't swear. God will hear you. Like to think he's concentrated on other things.
You know, Brandon Jim has fallen desperately in love with me. Even though he's about 65.
It's like this miserable woman and her bastard child. Really low deterrence. Hey, I am not miserable. Thomas Corder tried to kiss me yesterday. No! Of course he did. What did you do? I told him no. Of course. He makes me feel crazy.
But they rent all the fields this side of the village.
He can barely hold a conversation.
Don't matter. She don't like it. That's that.
Ryder,
The richest thing a woman can possess is her virtue.
balls. Okay, I'd rather have a decent vegetable patch. The harvest failed. We started to run out of food in the autumn. The hunger became a constant noise in our heads.
Thomas Corder.
Miss Marten, I hope I don't disturb you.
Not at all.
I was hoping to catch your husband on my way home.
He's still at the top of the field. He'll be home any moment.
Perhaps I could just leave a message.
Of course.
It's about the work your husband was going to do for us. We won't be needing him after all.
We were relying on...
And I can hear little Ambrose calling from upstairs. I'll see Master Thomas out.
Will you excuse me?
Of course.
I thought we were friends.
I feel bad about your father.
Can't you give him work doing something else? He's the best mole catcher in the district.
We don't have any moles.
I saw a streak of molehills in the north field this morning.
Did you?
About the other day, when you tried to kiss me. I liked it,
You didn't give that impression.
didn't I?
No, you hit me. Rather hard across the face.
Isn't that what a woman is supposed to do when she likes a man?
Well, it's news to me.
You can try again if you like. Only promise me one thing.
What?
The moles. Give the job to my father.
Look, We can't just afford to give out work.
All right, let me do it. I stood with my father in the field for a week while he caught the moles, and we all pretended I had done it. A week later, there were no more moles. I met with Thomas in the dairy in the evenings, and in this way I ensured us a steady supply of milk and cheese. There were good days when I tried to like him, and bad days.
Mariah? Mariah! Mariah!
We can hear you from across the field.
I saw her.
What?
I saw her here.
You saw her here?
I don't know.
The barn?
I don't know. Mariah! In my dream. In my dream. I dreamt that she was here. It felt very real to me.
She's not here. I hope she isn't here. By the time I could bring things to an end with Tom's Porter, it was already too late.
Hello?
Ah, good. You're in. Mariah, isn't it? Oh, Lady Cook, how do you do?
Oh, please. Goodness gracious. Oh, the state of this cottage.
We do our best to keep it clean, ma'am. It's only...
Oh, don't worry, my darling. It's as clean as a whistle. I mean the cold, my dear. And you have no carpets. I have some floor rugs I do not need. I shall send them over from the hall.
There's no need for that.
Don't worry, my child. The second Thursday of the month is my day third. Visiting the ball.
We manage perfectly fine, thank you.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, anyway, I came because I needed to ask. Is it true?
What?
That you are expecting a child in the father's Thomas Porter, the son of our tenant?
Yes, ma'am, it's true.
Well, you do not seem ashamed.
I believe the blame should be equally shared between the man and the woman.
Oh, why on earth should you think that? Have you been reading? When will you marry?
He hasn't asked.
Well, he must.
His mother does not approve.
Well, why not? You attend church? Well, your father does not drink it. You're not unattractive. Oh, please, what can be his mother's objection?
We are not in the same station in life.
Oh, please, oh, who do they think they are? They're not gentry.
I was going to give a pastry order. I can
Don't
afford it.
go. You cannot bring up a child in this village and the father live just round the corner. I won't have it. Leave it with me, my dear. Love will have its way.
She did as she said. I don't know why she took such an interest in me, but thanks to her, the baby came at the end of the spring.
Hello!
Lady Cook. Oh, nice.
I came to check on the patient. Patients now.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Second Thursday of the month, etc.
Is it?
They've pretended it is. Well, I beg gifts, so a counterpayment for the baby.
Lady Cook. The baby died.
Oh dear. Well, how very unfortunate.
I know. Some people might say it's for the best.
Nevertheless, it would have found a horrible thing to say. Will she still marry the corner boy, do you think?
He has not been to visit
Well, since when?
since the spring, my lady.
He never saw the child? usual attires, so rather more prosaic.
Wouldn't be very practical for feeding the pigs.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Oh, no,
I
sorry.
was looking for my sister. Lady, what?
Oh,
You must be one of her friends.
no. Sorry, I'm Mariah.
Oh, please.
I'm sorry. I don't normally look like this.
Well, how do you normally look?
Bit of a mess, if I'm honest. Hadn't realized just how much of a mess until today, though.
Well, I should have thought you were very fine, no matter what.
I must be going. I'll be needed back home.
May I assist you? Have you far to go?
It's only around the corner.
It's pouring with rain. How do you know? Let me let you lost.
There was no need for that.
Just keep the worst at bay.
Thank you.
Peter Matthews.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews. I'll be back.
Lovely. No rush.
There is a world out there, and manners and gentility, and not getting wet in the rain. I wanted it. I wanted to see Mr. Matthews every single day. And I wanted Lady Cook to love me like a sister. And I really wanted to keep the green umbrella. It's a loan from a gentleman. They don't get wet. They don't even know what mud is. She's gone mad. I've met some rich folks and decided to marry one of them. He's called Peter Matthews. He's had enough of me already. Need to work on the other.
You could pretend to paint a church.
Paint your cheeks so hard that it's like you're blushing.
No. Bend over and then with your tongue.
Seriously! Meaning astray. Boring. I thought it. You need to dance with Peter Matthews at the charity fair. Your best dress for the night.
That's good, that's very good.
He'll be yours by night.
You get married to a gentleman.
This umbrella was the first thing I was hit with. Umbrellas are pointy, but not so lethal as a spade. It's a fine thing to fall in love before you die, especially if you die young. I fell in love with Peter Matthews at the charity fair.
Mariah! I've been looking for you.
Live in the same house I always did, Thomas.
I was wondering if perhaps maybe you would like to have a dance.
Am I being tested for lunacy?
No, I'm sorry?
Look, I'm already engaged to talk with another gentleman, so no, I cannot dance with you.
A gentleman? Who?
If you must know, Peter Matthews.
Lady Cook's brother?
Well, he and I are friends.
Mr. Matthews, over here!
Porter? Good to see you.
Mr. Matthews, I just wanted to say thank you, sir. It's good of you to agree to dance with Miss Marten here. As I'm sure you're aware, there's been some talk in the village.
I'm always happy to help. happens at a fair.
You've never been.
I live in London.
I'd love to go to London.
No, it's horrible. I'm going to stay here the whole stay and organize a fair once a week.
We might get bored.
No, I will never, ever get bored of this. It's,
Glorious.
yes, that's exactly what it is. You're a mind reader.
Not only did I fall in love before I died, but I have good reason to believe he loved me in return. There is much to be said for that. We had many months of real, true happiness.
I want to marry you. Is that all right?
It's a bloody miracle!
I have booked rooms at an inn.
Seventh,
Yes, of course.
cancel one. Tell them I am your wife.
Mariah, you don't have to.
I want to be married to you, and to have children with you, and to finally mean something.
You do mean something. You do.
Right. I'm afraid I must ask you to stop seeing my brother. Everyone knows. The whole of Polstead knows, and I'm asking you as a kindness to me to stop.
What's going on?
Peter. I'm telling you that this, whatever this needs to end, and you know it does, Peter.
I know no such thing.
Oh, please, what is the alternative? That you marry her? Oh, don't be ridiculous. Father will not be seen to support you, consorting with someone like her.
Oh, what do you mean, someone like her?
The penniless daughter of a neighbor who's already had a child with another man.
She's going to have our baby.
Oh, you foolish girl.
It was our choice. I will not abandon the mother of my child.
Peter,
Let me speak to Miss Marten alone.
Certainly.
Peter.
I do not blame you for loving him. But what sort of life do you imagine you could have together?
He wants to run a business. We could start by making investments.
Invest in what? My father has already written out a will. Did you know? My brother has never lived a day without money in his life. Well, don't you see how this will end? If you love him, you will be the one to break it off.
If I had lived a long and happy life with Peter, you would not be here. You would not care about that story. It's all right. You will live. We will be happy.
Send you £5 every 3 months. Is that enough?
It's more than enough.
And clothes and food and whatever else you need. I will never love anybody else. I want you to have these. They were my mother's. Wear them. For me.
these earrings every day until my death. Our baby came at the end of the spring, and I had everything I needed. But I was full of the lessons that Polstead had taught me. Do not dream. Do not dare to hope. Your position in life is given by God. It is not for you to change. William Corder. From the moment we laid eyes on each other, we were hooked. A fairy tale romance. 2 years later, after hitting me with the green umbrella, William pulled this earring out my ear, and then he shot me through the neck with a pistol. Then he walked across the field to my friend Phoebe Stowe's house, and asked her if he could borrow this ring. When he came back, he realized I was still breathing, so he hit me many times until I really, definitely was dead. Then he buried me beneath the floor of this barn. My flesh has rotted away. So this will never be known. I am just a guilty collection of clothes and bones, waiting to be found by someone who loved me. This has to stop. It's the middle of the night here. She isn't here, Annie. We've been over this so many times.
In my dream!
What?
In my dream. My friend. She is here. God is telling me. My dream is here.
You need to go to bed. You need to stop. Stop living. Annie, please.
Oh, God. She's here.
No, the police soldiers and the constable. No, please, Annie, please. The morning is crispy and pink. And he's there, waiting for me. His fingers run down the small of my back, and I feel triumph. He owns these fields. He owns them, and he wants me. A few weeks later, I meet him in the barn. and me. But my body tells me I'm living. When I tell him, he doesn't speak for ages. And then he tells me what to do. And he is gone. I wish that I wasn't crying. That I could summon some sort of dignity. In Sudbury, I live in one room. The pain is intense. But I have done this twice before. The baby is small and slippery in my arms. I pray that I won't let it out. Mariah! What are you doing here? Come to see you. Not the baby haven't. Mariah, where are you? I was so tired. I woke up and William was there. He was shaking me and shouting. He was in a terrible state. He said I hurt her. He said I killed her. He said I killed her. Where's the baby?
No, look! Mariah, you would never hurt her. You were worried about her. She was sick. And she's gone because God took her. It was not because of you.
You didn't say, did you? You watched it all and you never said, stop it! Mariah, take her and get out. This is a very dangerous situation. But that's why you're here, of course. You've come to see my blood. You won't warn me. For a year, the whole world will go around until my stepmother will dig up my bones with her bare hand. And my friends will fall apart. said you were brave. I'll do it for her. And me.
Me too. Me too.
And so we'll do it together. It's going up! This is a promise that we will stand together. And when they try to make us be quiet and give in and behave, we will burn it down! She had a life, and she should have lived it.